Okay, happy Brew Wednesday. This is number 2 batch of the same beer I brewed last week. It's a Hoegarden, and once again we're going to be working off the Hoegarden Belgian wit. It's beer and barbecue. Larry, his recipe is, shout out to Larry. With a few changes, we learned a lot first time with this new kettle last week. Efficiency was a lot higher than we anticipated. It came in at 79, not 70%, which was good. Volumes, we sort of worked them out, tweaked them a little bit, because this one is just all in one. The water goes in all the first, and it's to brew in the bag. Double ground all the grains to improve efficiency, because everyone says, oh man, the grains, they need to double grind them so the efficiency is over 60% in the bag. Well, we didn't have a problem with that last week, which is good, so we'll be able to do the double this week and see how we've gone. Same ingredients except a change, and this is what I want to do this recipe again, just to see, obviously to get consistency down with the new setup, which already I left it on the 240 volt for too long and overshot the strike water temperature. Before I knew it had gone up too high. So so I've just changed across to the 120 volt again, just to run the element in here. It's enough power for to keep it on mash temperature. 54 is the same mash temperature again this week. Hopefully it cools down. Actually, yeah, it'll cool down. So same ingredients, except this week we've got some beer dust. So I'm using distilled water, just crystal. I like crystal anyway for normal the spring water, but I've gone across the crystal distilled, and we're using some beer dust. And they've got a few different versions of this beer dust additive, water additive additions. This one's a wheat. It comes in the amber and light and a few different things. I'm not sure if this will pick it up, probably not. But this is for 5 gallons of water. We're going to do a 5.5 today, so it'll yield us about 3.25 gallons into the fermenter, which with trouble and stuff, it'll probably bring it out at 5 gallons, which is great. But it's got the calcium sulfate chlorate, sodium chlorate, magnesium sulfate, calcium carbonate, and then sodium bicarbonate. So we'll see what this differences makes. The same hop additions as last time. The yeast nutrient will go in. We'll do the 5.2 balance of pH, and we'll see if we can get this water dialed in. Water chemistry is way beyond me. Same hop schedule. Yeah, I know I've got too many hops, right? This is only half of it. You should see the other fridge. So my local brew shop went out of business, so we're going to have Saz going in second. That'll go in at 10 minutes to go, and then we've got some halotol. Oh, actually here we usually do. It's just an ounce of each. So we use an ounce of the halotol pellets, because that's what we used last time, and we'll use an ounce of the Saz. 60 minutes halotol, and then Saz 10 minutes to go. Yeah, man, I got so Homebrew Heaven here over in the northwest went out of business, so they had a sale, 50% off. So I cleaned their fridge out. Anyway, you got to do what you got to do. But I got 2 years worth of brew. Even corny kegs. I think I got a corny keg for $30. Amazing. So, and these are the bags, just 5 gallon paint strainer bags. And then I'm going to strain the hops as well, just in the gallon strainer bags. I know a guy who's a painter, so I get a pretty good deal on those. So we will keep going. Hopefully this comes down. It seems to be just going up at the moment, so it's not good. And then when we hit mash, temperature will mash. Okay, got the mash in there. This is 5.5 gallons in there. Full strike water, everything, no runoff, no sparge. So we'd mix this up good, nice and good. And I got the strainer bag, the crab pot in here too, so that just hooks onto this little hook after we're finished, and it drains pretty easy. Give this a nice mix in, make sure it's all right. I've just put the no dough balls in there. That looks pretty good. I've just put the beer dust in there, the wheat beer dust. So that's just gone in. And now I put my 5.2 stabilizer in. I know I think it's about 5, 4, 5, 6 the water before the mash goes in. What I'm led to believe the mash will raise it somewhat, and hopefully we can get it converting, you know, so efficiency's up, definitely good pH, and then definitely good mineral salt content in the water. So that's what we're going to do. Just little clips on the top here. Alright, so I'll get this going back and I'll check in later. Mash is still mashing. 30 something minutes left on the mash. It's just too easy, man, holding this strike temperature. Electric is just amazing, other than, you know, propane, holy cow. Anyway, so drop down and agree, the heat just clicked on then. But yeah, it doesn't, there you go, and now it's back up to 154. Amazing. I'm sure the efficiency benefits from, whoa, yeah, this little pump, this is just a little solar pump. I think it was like 780 or something like that I got offline. Pump. It comes with silicon, 100% food grade silicon hose, a lot of it too. I've got plenty left over. Amazing buy. Anyway, alright, we'll keep going. I'll see you when it's time for the boil. Okay, our mash is done. Just mashed out 10 or 7 minutes at 190. That all went pretty good. Now it's just a matter of a clip on that to hold that together, and then I just lift it up, strain him out, and that's what he does. He just strains out for a little while, and hopefully we meet our volume. Well, this is sort of making this volume up as I go. I've got a pretty accurate, but obviously you can go wrong with these. Got some marks on the back of the tongue, so I think I'm looking at a pre-boil of 375 or 4. At the moment we're 4, just a bit above 4, so that's probably good for a 75-minute boil. So let's get the boil going and I will be back. Okay, 10 minutes to go. So immersion chiller went at 15 just to get it all sanitized and stuff. And now we have got the Saz hops went in at 15, or just under 15 to go. The Palatal's already in. Now we've got our bitter orange peel. And that's full ounce, just put a full ounce in there. Then this is the alternate, so a Hoegarden traditional has no sweet orange, so this is where I stray from the traditional. I like a little bit of sweet in there too. I'm like a Blue Moon freak this time of the year. It's very easy to drink. And then I've got my coriander down here, and also in the coriander there's also some chamomile tea. And that's all going to go in as well. All in. And this is the time when I put my Camden tablet in. This is an unfiltered beer, rightly so, but force of habit. Also force of habit is, this is when I put my yeast nutrient in as well. I just like to make for sure everything is going. The yeast is over here ready to go. Same yeast as last time, 394. Love this yeast, very clovey, banana-y. I ferment it the same as the other one at 72 high. Trying to get, you know, those flavours. Obviously I like that flavour. Ready to go when I can get it cooled down. So next time you'll see it, it will probably be in the carboy. I actually won't use the carboy this time. I've got this one. I've just sanitized all these things. I've got a big plastic bucket. I'm running out of carboys. I've got a few beers on the go at the moment, and I've got a Pinot Grigio as well going. So, alright, I'll be back. Okay, so she's in the fermenter. She's in the plastic fermenter. It's been in here for 12 hours now. It's bubbling away. It's actually, the lid's building a lot of pressure up on it, which is good. Anyway, so temperature wise, she's sitting on 71. This is the one I did last week. So it's still looking pretty good too. So it's clearing out nice. I'm not sure if you can see the colour of it, but it's starting to clear out nice now. It's got nice, you know, that nice light Hoegarden. A lot of poison on top still, but down the bottom here the yeast is settled right out. I might even try and put something on that cake. It's a nice little yeast cake. And this one a week behind. So come right out. If you can see that there's the water line there. So it come out at 2 1/3, which is okay. 3 1/3, sorry, which is good. Lose a bit on down the bottom, so we'll get our 3 gallon. The final gravity was a little under what I wanted it actually. Maybe it's because the grain was crushed because that grain's been crushed now for 3 weeks. So could have something to do with that sitting there crushed for 3 weeks. We'll figure it out. It came in at 1040, 4 under than 1044 what I wanted it to. Different size batch, so I added it all into Beersmith and Beer Master and see if you can help me out with the calculations. Anyway, we'll be back. Okay, so this is the Blue Moon, or the Hoegarden number 2. This is the one with the water additives. It's been in the keg a week. Carbonation. It's got a better colour than the other one, I must admit. Give it a good sip because you've got to. Definitely very crisp. A little bit more bitter. The orange is a bit bitter. It's shock toppy bitter. Smooth finish though. Really nice with the coriander on the back of chamomile. Oh yeah, that's good.